They didn't underestimate you because they thought you were weak. They did it because your silence made them look at a reflection they couldn't control. Welcome to the raw truth you've been too patient to admit to yourself. If you are a chosen soul, you know exactly what it feels like to have people treat your gentleness like a free invitation to push your boundaries. But did you know that forensic psychology reveals that individuals with high spiritual and emotional intelligence are 4 times more likely to be deliberately targeted by toxic personalities, not to be defeated, but to be drained? Let that sink in. They aren't ignoring your presence. They are studying your voltage like a problem they cannot solve. Lock your attention directly onto mine and do not look away for the next 4 minutes. Because as your strategic manager, we are going to run a full shutdown sequence on the people who mistook your patience for permission. You are done being the unpaid crisis manager, the emotional garbage can, and the reliable fallback plan for people who only remember you when their own world is on fire. If one more person calls you so strong just to dump their unprocessed chaos onto your shoulders, you have every right to shut the door completely. This isn't a speech. This is a power shift. Here are the 6 forensic reasons people pretend you are weak when they are actually terrified of your design. 1. They love the benefits, but resent the burden. They don't hate you. They hate the fact that your energy introduces itself before you even open your mouth. They are drawn to your warmth and your clarity like a lighthouse in a storm, but they have zero interest in the storms you had to survive to build that light. They have gotten used to turning you on and off like a light switch, without ever considering the heavy spiritual electricity bill you are paying in private. The second you close the tap and protect your energy, they will label you as cold. Let them. 2. Your silence is an unreadable code. Predictable people are easy to manage because the matrix knows their exact breaking points. They respond to pain with pain and offense with offense. But when you absorb an attack, process it in complete isolation, and return with zero emotional reaction, they panic. They call your quiet nature weakness because they are terrified of a weapon they cannot read. Your silence isn't a retreat, it is a governed reservoir. 3. You carry disruption, not comfort. You were not chosen to maintain the status quo of your family bloodline or your environment. You were deployed to dismantle it. People who love comfortable illusions cannot stand being around raw truth with legs. Your absolute authenticity strips their curated performance bare. They pretend you are insignificant because if they admit how heavy your presence actually is, they will be forced to look at their own emptiness. 4. Your empathy is a lie detector. You don't listen to words, you read the motive behind them. You can see the hidden envy behind a fake smile and the strategy behind a passive-aggressive comment in high definition. Because you see through the matrix of their superficial games, you cannot be bought, baited, or managed. Since they cannot manipulate your perception, their only defensive move left is to try and minimize your value to others. 5. You are the generational cycle breaker. The enemy doesn't target empty vessels. He targets the lineage shifters. You are the one who stood up and said, the trauma ends with this generation, because you carry the stamina to survive the fire of affliction without becoming bitter. You are a lethal threat to the generational strongholds that have kept your bloodline bound for decades. They treat you like an outsider because you carry a frequency that threatens their dysfunction. 6. You do not seek the leftovers of approval. The exact moment they lost all their leverage over your mind was the moment you stopped craving the validation they withheld. You used to survive on emotional crumbs, letting people treat your loyalty like a guarantee. But this upgraded version of your spirit has outgrown the need to explain itself to deaf ears. You are no longer available for abuse dressed up as love. 3:40 to 4 o'clock, the outro community engine. Stop negotiating your worth with people who are fully committed to misinterpreting your depth. You are not broken because you refuse to shrink anymore. You are activated. You are aligned. You are undeniable. This is the Watchman's voice. The algorithm didn't bring you here. Your alignment did. If you don't subscribe to this channel right now, our paths may never cross again. Secure your place in this frequency. Hit the subscription button, like this video, and share it with another chosen soul who has been the strong one for way too long. This briefing is officially closed.